It's been a year since we last took a look at cut content of Day of Defeat, and I think it's about time we do that again. So today we'll have a look at something that Valve experimented with after Day of Defeat Source came out. The cut commentary mode of Day of Defeat Source.
Welcome to Half-Life 2, Episode 2.
The commentary mode proved to be something rather popular with Half-Life 2, its expansions, and even Team Fortress 2. You walk up to these little nodes, press E, and a developer from Valve will tell you a little story about what you're looking at right now. Development history, design decisions, and sometimes a little trivia here and there. I always enjoyed these little looks behind the scenes. And when the man himself, Gabe Newell, greets you to the commentary mode, it's always a fun thing. So, back in a time when Valve still cared about their World War II franchise, they decided to implement the commentary mode into Day of Defeat Source, starting with DoD Kalt. One of my favorite maps, by the way, and Kalt means cold in German. Very fitting name. When we take a look into the game files, we will find a folder called Commentary, in which we will find, yes, you might have guessed it, unfinished commentary sound files for Kalt, a little introduction piece, and 4 recordings about tactics. They are not of the best audio quality and are a bit rough, uncut. They include background noise, audible breathing, and a few repeated words that didn't come out right. So I decided to smooth them out a little, cut them, and put them into the right scenery.
Welcome to Cult, the latest Day of Defeat Source multiplayer level. You are currently running the level in commentary mode, which we've authored to give players some insight into the art choices we've made, useful strategies to employ in the level, and give you a way to learn the level in a safe environment. Once you've taken a look around, join one of the many multiplayer servers running around on the internet to play against real players. To listen to a commentary node, put your crosshair over the floating lambda symbol and press your use key. To stop a commentary mode, put your crosshair over the rotating node and press the use key again. Some commentary nodes may take control of the game for the purpose of showing something to you. In these cases, simply pressing your use key again will stop the commentary. We've started here at the Allied base. In Cult, there are 5 areas in the map for each team to control and defend. Opposing players will take control of this area if they are next to this tank and occupy the area until control swings to their team. In Cult, most conflict is likely to happen in the more central areas of the map, but knowing how to effectively defend all of your capture points is an important skill to develop. First, you will want to recognize all of the potential areas for conflict. In the case of the final capture points for both Allied and Axis and Cult, you need to watch the main street ahead of you as well as the sewers off to the right. Unless your team is currently only holding this final capture point, it probably makes sense for you to move ahead and join the main front. This is the second capture point for the Allied side, and the Axis side shares a similar configuration. This is one of the fairly complicated areas of the map from a strategy perspective, because you have a number of different potential areas of conflict, and a number of opposing strategies could be effective. One of the most likely areas to run into an enemy would be from around the corner in front of you. If the opposing team holds the central bridge area, then going around this corner will likely lead to some direct conflict. The main defenses of machine gunners and snipers are likely to have their defenses set up in this area in a full game. The second area to pay attention to is the wall to your left. If the opposing team is able to control the underground sewer area, they will have the ability to come up and over this wall, giving you very little time to react to them. You will also need to watch for snipers and machine gunners in the building ahead of you. If the opposing team has set up their defenses in there, you'll need a well-placed rocket, grenade, or sniper shot to clear out that building. The area of Cult you are currently in presents one of the most important navigational choices you'll make as a player. Straight ahead of you is where you could see enemy players exiting from the wheelhouse, which is a route that enables a team to quickly get into enemy territory and skip the constant battles over the central bridge area. To your left is an opening to the underground sewer area. Enemy players that are trying to push through into your base will be making use of this area to make their way to your capture point 2, or your right, and your capture point 1, behind you. For you to keep control on this map, you must keep this area clear of enemies. As an offensive player, this is a good time to choose if you're going to try and sneak behind the enemy team through the sewer, head out to the bridge and join the conflict that is likely happening there, or head straight through the wheelhouse. You are looking out onto the main road for the Allies, and this node will focus primarily on machine gun strategy. With the exception of an enemy flanking you via the sewer route, all of the work for defending this road will happen in front of you. The primary areas to focus on are the wheelhouse exit to your right and the end of the road that leads to the central bridge area. You're likely to encounter enemy assault troops coming out of the wheelhouse and enemy snipers at the end of this road. As a machine gunner, there are a number of places here to set up your machine gun, and you should move around in this area often so enemies don't zero in on where you set up.
Unfortunately, the files did not come with a lot of data attached, so I can't really tell you who it is we are hearing here, or when exactly they were recorded. For some reason, Valve gave up on the idea and, well, this is the only bit we have. But I hope you found this to be interesting, and tell me, would you like to hear more commentary by the developers? For myself, I really enjoy hearing their behind-the-scenes stories. So, tell me in the comments section down below. At this point, a big thank you to all supporters on Patreon, who got to see this video well before anyone else. These wonderful people are Lone Wolf, Zat Gladys, Wrapped in Glass, Cookie, Uncle DG, Harrison Steffens, Plasma, Tome, Rainbow Flash, Grizzlivia, Strange Module, Taintzer, Cop Fighter, Inter, Charles Serret, and Sir K. A big thank you to these guys. Their support pays for my Adobe license. And yes, I actually pay for that. I know, I am an idiot. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a like and consider subscribing for future content. Therefore, see you guys next time. Until then, have a nice day, and as always, goodbye and guten Tag.